Hey guys, welcome back. So today I was going through Reddit and I noticed that there's this big post about faucets, and I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what's a faucet and how does that relate to Chia. So you put in your receive address into this website, and I'll demonstrate that really briefly because it's very simple. Hey guys, so today we're going to be going over a few steps in order to get your XCH coin. Well, at least a fraction of it, of a full Chia. So these are actually Mojos. Now, this is in regards to Graham Cohen working at Mojo Nation when he was way back into the early 2000s or late 90s. That's where he actually got inspired to do the BitTorrent because Mojo Nation was a file sharing, allow people to break up confidential files into encrypted chunks and then distribute those pieces over to different computers running the software. So in essence, it had the same functionality as BitTorrent. So what I'm doing here, if you go into your full node, which is the Chia application, and you go to your wallet, you want to copy this receive address. And then what you want to do is come over to faucet.chia.net. This is an official Faucet page from Chia themselves. If you go to chia.net, you can verify that it is the same page where you download the application. Faucet.chia.net, you paste in your wallet address. It could be any address, honestly. You can generate a new address if you wanted to, but a receive address is only just that. You could only receive. So this is going to allow me to get a fraction, a very small fraction of a Chia coin. So you basically enter in your wallet address and now you just play a waiting game. I don't believe it'll show up anytime that fast. You can try to refresh it by jumping in and out. We'll wait for that and I'll update you guys a little later on. You go to the faucet.chia.net webpage, which is linked in the description below, and you just put in your receive wallet address and you kind of just wait. Small fraction of a Chia coin, which is the XCH coin. Now, what is the purpose of this? So to my understanding and from what I've read so far is that it's really just to get the momentum going. I think this is more of a promotional kind of a thing where people are getting into it and they're feeling kind of down because we're not getting anything. People who are actually investing in the hardware to build out these rigs and actually try to farm Chia in most cases. I know me personally, I could have bought at 500, but I'm reluctant to buy right now because I've been spending my money on the actual hardware trying to accomplish something opposed to just buying it. I know it would be a lot easier if I had taken the initial 2,000 that we put into this rig and just put $2,000 into Chia. We would have had 2 coins by now. A lot less work and a lot less hassles, right? But the goal and the ambition was for us to accomplish something by building out the rig and hopefully getting more than just 2. Let's just say even if you had a half a dozen of them, that's $6,000 that I would probably not have been willing to spend on XCH on the market, on the exchange. All right, so there's a little difference between wanting to own it and not willing to pay for it. The Mojo, which is Graham Cohen's, Mojo Nation. He used to work for a company back probably like late 90s or early 2000s. So he quit. And what they did was they were building out this file sharing, kind of like segmenting files and distributing into different computers. And when you downloaded it, you had the options of getting these files. I think that's where, that's exactly where BitTorrent came about, where this whole idea of distributing the files onto multiple people and downloading it simultaneously across this entire network. It's almost like it is a peer-to-peer at the same time, very similar to a blockchain because everyone has the same file, and in order for you to download or seed these files, it had to be identical. There could have been corruptions in between. I believe there was a way for it to ignore all that data packets being corrupt or anything like that. That's getting too technical into this video, but we're talking about faucets. So what's the point of having a fraction of a Chia token? Well, I think it's to really initialize the people to kind of get transactions going and getting used to using the coin to actually do something. One of the posts that I read, and this made pretty good sense was that if you use your mojo to kind of contribute into a pool, you would use that to initialize. Because if you didn't have anything, it was harder for you to get into a pool, which I don't know how that even works. It didn't, not all of it makes sense, but some of it does. Like, okay, you would have mojos, or I'll still treat them as chia coins. It's just that a smaller fraction of it, and you use that to initialize certain things. It's almost like going to Chuck E. Cheese and having that winning, the little tickets that you win that you redeem, and you would go to the counter and just redeem as much as you have, and they'll give you accordingly to what they price out as how many tokens or how many tickets you need to win this particular prize. So I think it's in essence it's similar to that. I'm not sure 100%. I'm as new as it is to you guys as well. I don't want to pretend I'm sitting here knowing everything about it. I'm learning it, and I'm trying to justify what I'm understanding. And of course, if I'm wrong, you guys can always comment and correct me. So that's pretty much what I think is happening right now with the whole Faucet. And I see a lot of websites popping up now, non-official as well. I don't know how it's legit or not, so you have to be really careful of where you're throwing it. But you're also only throwing out you're providing only your receive address, so you can only receive on it. The worst case scenario is someone give you a full XCH, which is highly unlikely, I think, at this point, unless they were like a penny a piece, or in value at least. Some tokens are not even worth that much. In short, this will be a quick video on what Faucet is, and when I have a deeper and better understanding of where it's trying to take us, if I could find that information, whether it's on the YouTube page of Gene Hoffman's, and if Graham had mentioned it anywhere in his videos, I would take that up, because I was watching it over and over and over again, trying to get a better idea of their farming and plotting, the electricity use, and their recommended, their testing, how they're testing it. And I've been watching those videos on kind of like a repeat, and they run for like between an hour to 2 hours long. So that's pretty intense and boring, to say the least. It's not that interesting to constantly hear the same thing over and over again. But in regards to saying that, so of course I still have the Bitcoin machine. I did mention to you guys, I'm super duper close now. Even at this video, I know in my last video I said it would have been monetized, but I want to make sure that you guys are aware that if you email me, message me about saying Bitcoin from the Poor Investor, I will send one out to you guys. I'm trying to keep it within the United States, because it's a little difficult for me to send it internationally. If I can, I will. Do want to do that. I know you guys, some of you guys you're telling me you're in Brazil, you're in Europe and Asia. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm overwhelmed. I grew tremendously because of you guys, and the dedication that you guys put into watching my videos is the same amount of dedication I would put out efforts into making these videos and providing great content for you guys on YouTube as well. I want to thank you guys for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to always come back and join me for the next venture. See you again soon. Bye.